believe, say, as a up and coming artist, you can sing better than even the original? Voice here would display, you know. Me sure send your boy, you may hear Adina Krati or because a girl in there said you metro man. Now what's the one you sounded beautiful and you were smiling all through your performance. I feel where you should have owned it. And I wouldn't have permission on. Next year, I would a better version than on it. What's it? I'm mentioning us.
You mata job hot.
A feminine diloto. Hey!
Aye.
As media people, and specifically entertainment media people or personnel, whenever some of us sit like this in the space, it is mostly about insightful conversations that will educate, inform, and entertain as the ethics of the profession demands. Sometimes when it comes to even criticizing, analyzing people's stuff in the space, mostly people fall on to experts or people with some level of experience in the space for them to be doing this. But in recent times, or from some time now, what we see are entertainers or people in the space who probably have so much problem with some people, and especially what we would call pundits in the space. And today, I am here to tell you a very touching story or a very touchy piece that somebody has written called the Dangbe Nobi, and the kind of the headline he gave to this particular piece is the pundit without portfolio. The pundit without portfolio. And as a reference point, used Saliman, who is a popular pundit in Ghana's entertainment space. And when you talk about Saliman, yes, she's well known because of how vociferous she is in terms of how she even approach people's stuff and all of that. And the guy has written a very beautiful and touchy piece where I am going to read to you. You can share your views in the comment section. And there are videos to it. In fact, the references that he made, I've been able to get those videos for you for us to analyze if indeed his piece is apt, or there are certain things you would want to add to it, or you think you don't even agree with him. My name is Roland Amate. You are welcome to another exciting edition of Info Day Podcast with me, Roland Amate, on Roland Report. So if you're watching or listening for the first time, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share this content with others so they can also enjoy. And like I always say, you are at liberty to share your views in the comment section. So do so whilst you enjoy this particular show. And also don't forget that Shagzy has got us covered. Shagzy has got us covered in this particular episode. Download the app today and thank me later. The Pundit Without Portfolio, and I read for you here. It says, September last year, Saliman, while working as a judge for a talent show that has produced no one so far, critiqued the performance of one contestant for trying hard and woefully failing to imitate Sinaso. According to Sally, this contestant had a good enough natural voice and didn't have to attempt singing like Sinaso. Then she added, as for that Sinaso, it is Ghanaians who have overpampered her. I think she is overrated.
Listen, I don't know what happened to you today. I don't know if you wanted to sound like, what's the girl's name? Sinaso. But your vocal range is beautiful. You could have done it like the way that you do it all the time. What? What? No, it took a lot of things away from you. I didn't feel you. I was like, is this Dinah singing? The Dinah that sang that Dinah Hamilton chord, or Andy called Dinah Hamilton. No. You didn't come through today at all. I don't know what you... Be yourself. There can only be one Dinah, and that's you, and your vocal ability is beautiful. You didn't need to sound like Sinaso, because for me, I think Sinaso is one person that has been overrated in Ghana. So be you.
A year on, at a similar event, a contestant sings, this time doing well in Saliman's estimation. Instead of focusing on the talent she is paid to groom, she decided to take a needless dig at Adina for no reason, telling the contestants that she outsang Adina on her own song. And the Dusty tried to handle it by suggesting that Adina has one of the most underestimated voices in the music industry. Then Sally steps in. Quote, "That's Adina who loses her voice when she sings." In this country, once you can be bold about something and get media presence, immediately you become an expert in that field.
I believe, say, as a up and coming artist, you can sing better than even the original. Voice here would display, you know. Me sure say your boy you may hear Adina Krati or because a girl in there say you mature man. Then what's on the day you sounded beautiful and you were smiling all through your performance. I feel say where you should have owned it. And I wouldn't give permission on. Next year, say would you know a better version than on it. What's the person mention? You were too good.
I can see Andy's. I saw Andy anyway. Andy Patrol Casa. Yeah, try remix.
Patrol Monfa Sally Bonnie in Chen. You see, in Ghana, there are two voices I feel say you underestimate pa. Bako, Adina. Excuse me.
This is why Sally would qualify as a judge of a musical talent show when all she has done is tear down names instead of building them. How is it even going to benefit an upcoming talent when you give her the impression that those who have already made it are not good enough? It's unheard of anywhere in the world for a professional talent builder to tell an upcoming talent that those they look up to are not good enough. Adina doesn't have a good voice and Sinaso is overrated. One must be delusional to cast such a damning verdict on a singer like Sinaso, who sings as well as any musician in the world, and Adina, who has done so well for herself, having released some of the biggest songs over the past decade. And even if you hold such an opinion, is that the right platform for it? In this country, we promote noisemakers. From politics to entertainment, moderate, level-headed, and informed analysts struggle to rise, while noisemakers are celebrated and placed at the forefront. If not, as a pundit and entertainment analyst, when has Sally ever presented informed, data-backed, and factual analysis on issues? Aside from attacking people, bringing down established brands, and ranting like someone high on something, when has Sally ever made sense to be deemed fit to guide talent in the first place? In an industry with documentary struggles for women who want to succeed, you would expect someone like Sally to encourage these young ladies, speak well of someone like Adina, who had carried herself with such dignity and made some of the best songs in recent times. You would expect her to speak for someone like Sinaso, whose talent is out of this world but barely gets the recognition she deserves. No, Sally would rather want to trend by passing unprovoked condescending comments about them targeting their means of livelihood for 1 week trend that is evil and devilish. Thankfully, Andy Dusty was there to speak some sense into what was an obvious, not so bright head that feeds off negative energy. She didn't listen and his part didn't trend too, but at least he made an effort. We need people who understand entertainment to talk entertainment, not people who can shout, say what trends and not what matters. We need people with wisdom and the ability to research and analyze properly to discuss issues. Such a cheap way of achieving relevance of the hard work of others should be roundly condemned. Pundits have to be experts of something, or at least have some sense and decorum. Sally here barely demonstrates any of such qualities at the level required to discuss issues, let alone nurture talent. And this was posted by Dangme Nobi and written by Kofi Kyei. Well, I don't know what you think about this particular piece, but for me, I think it is touching enough. Contains lots of education, and especially with the materials that I've played to you, if it is anything to go by, I think not only Sally, but then our media space needs sanitation. Big sanitation or proper sanitation. Share your views in the comment section. Do you agree with Kofi Kyei, the writer, on this particular piece titled The Pundit Without Portfolio? Or you say, hey, there's nothing anybody can do about it. Share your views in the comment section. My name is Roland Amati. Thanks for spending time with me. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share this content with others so they can also enjoy. Until then, I'll see you when I see you. Peace. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.
The matter job hot.
Asemene Giloto. Hey!
Aye. Hey.